Painting your world is crucial because it makes your world feel like a real Minecraft world. This is the step before we do biomes, but it is still very important to make sure that your different biomes, for example a desert, actually has sand in it. So let's get on to the video. Alright everyone, welcome back to what is, I believe now, episode 5 in this saga. In this episode we are going to be learning how to paint your surroundings. So this is the actual part of it. This is the world painting part. This is where you can sort of look at the areas that you want for your different biomes and paint what the ground is like. So, for example, with the desert, you're going to be wanting to pick this tool here. It's your lovely spray can tool. And you want to pick this one over here for desert sand. And as you can see, I got like a little area with sand dunes already. And I'm going to color desert sand. Alright, let's go. Alright, so along the edges of something like a desert, you want to reduce your intensity and then sort of brush it like this. So, yeah, reduce your intensity by a lot so that it's got like some blending into it, if you know what I mean. So that's actually blending between the different biomes rather than just going hard into one or the other. Alright, so now we've got an interesting area to do. This is going to be the Badlands. Now for the Badlands, luckily we've got this little tool down here, which is Mesa. So it allows you to practically put down layers of the item. So let's just make sure we get these little humps that we've made here. So this is what the desert sort of looks like in the 3D topographical map view. And that's our Mesa. I recommend keeping this open while you're doing it. Alright, so now we want to try and do the rocks on the mountain. So you want to get at like the highest peak and you want to sort of select rock here. It's whatever you choose. I don't like the blemishes from granite and diorite. I like to keep it with stone and rock. So you're going to want to just do this on sort of the highest sort of areas where dirt wouldn't really be. So obviously if it's flat, dirt would exist, but on a much steeper surface, only a bare rock face can really survive, so that's what you're trying to look for. Alright, so now that we've done all the different mountains, if you wanted just to see the 3D view, it doesn't look the best, but here it is. You want to sort of think about other areas too. So like some areas up high in the mountains are going to be, of course, snowy. Something like that. So you need to think, alright, what are my areas that I want to put some snow in? So maybe like areas that are fairly deep or not very steep, you know. That's where you can put your 1 block thick of snow. So like here, I've just selected deep snow, and powdered snow is also pretty good for this, and you just want to go to somewhere that might be fairly... So you want to think of an area. What I usually did is I did 120, Y level 120 and above was snow. So if you want to think and go, alright, what's an area inside my world that's 120 and above where it's going to be snowy, then let's let's put some snow there. Okay, so we did a little bit of snow there. There wasn't a lot of spots to put it in. But now let's think about your beaches. So of course, there's going to be spots in your world where there's going to be a beach, right? So you want to get your sand in this case, and you want to just put it on sort of flat areas along the coast that don't really have many rivers going into them and that are sort of continuous. So like this would be a fairly good beach, and then in between the beaches you've got like a little headland. Alright, so now we're gonna do like little headlands. These are like rocky bits that are between the different beaches. So let's get onto that. Alright, those are some nice headlands. Now, let's try and move on to our river delta here. So river delta, we want to... First, we will just make it all grass for now. And then that's where we do the interesting stuff. We want to go for a little bit of mud, because it's, you know, the delta. There we are. Crank the intensity all the way down. And you just want to be putting a little bit... Then we might get a little bit of clay as well. So then this looks a bit more realistic, you know. Obviously rivers push up mud and silt on their banks, and that's exactly what we're trying to show here. But there's actually less terrain spraying than you might think. You don't actually need to do so much, because the rest is sort of done when we assign the biomes. So this would be it for this section. And next episode we'll move on to actually putting on your different biomes. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.